And as we wrap up this tutorial, you want to ensure that SE Linux or Security Enhanced Linux is turned on your system. This is a higher level security package that runs in conjunction with the kernel that ensures all users and processes only run within their own limits. They cannot access any other features more than what they need to do to get their job done, and this runs all the time and is constantly enforced on the system as long as you turn it on. To turn it on, you run the set to turn on SE Linux in enforcing mode, type that, and then to verify that it is actually up and running, you can type git enforce, and that'll show you what's going on. If you have any doubts as to what the system is set to, you can always look at the configuration file for SE Linux, and this sits in /etc/SE Linux/config. And it shows that SE Linux is in enforcing mode and it's in targeted to target processes. This is how you set it up. Now it's set in the config file and it will always be on, and these values set to enforcing and targeted during each reboot. After that, you will also want to shut down the graphical interface, the X Windows environment that you're looking at here. Shut it down so that no X Windows processes are running. Some of those are somewhat vulnerable to attack, and you don't want that kind of thing running on your system if you don't have to. So you want to shut off all graphical login and just have a black and white command login screen. And you also want to remove all of the GNOME and KDE X window environments from the system. So to do this, to shut the system down and run level 3 is what it's called, which is non-graphical mode. You could take a look at the, if you forget, you can look at the init tab file, and it shows that to run level 3 is actually set up by a link to the system default target. So if you list that, you can see that it is just a link to run level 5. So to change the run level, you would remove this link, and as you can see, it's gone. And then you just want to create a new link to run level 3. Change that from run level 5 to run level 3, and now the default failed. Let's try that again. Do here. Link is destination or source destination. Now you can see by listing this that the default target is a link to run level 3, and when the system starts, it goes down through the etc system D system directory, and it will start the default target for the operating system. Once that's done, you can then safely remove all of the KDE and GNOME environment stuff. This is done with yum. You can do yum group list. This will give you the list of all the GNOME and KDE software stuff that's on your system. And to remove that, you would just do yum group remove on and we'll just keep doing it so we get all of them, do them in succession. And this will start removing all the GNOME and KDE related desktop packages. Get all the X windows off your system. That way some of these programs can't be exploited by any kind of malicious attack because they won't exist. So this takes a little while to run. I will pause the video and resume as soon as it's done. And now we're back, and you can see that all the packages got removed. Removed a whole bunch of stuff. And now the graphical environment is off of your machine. What you see on the screen right now is just loaded into memory and into the kernel. So once we reboot, the graphical interface will be gone and your system will be locked down and ready to go. Make sure that you're always staying up to date with your software patches and bug fixes, and you shouldn't have any problems with your system.